Hi Yarny friends, this is Stephanie, Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me for today, Sunday, February 28th, 2021. This is episode number 31. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my Yarny adventure, share with you all the shenanigans I got into this past week, and hopefully you find some sort of inspiration. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of your favorite beverage, and enjoy what I have to share with you. Actually, I have quite a bit, more than I expected. I didn't feel like I was being really productive this week, but as I look at my table, I actually was, because I was kind of focusing on one item for part of the week. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first item that I want to share with you guys is my Tree of Life Afghan. This is an Afghan that I started in 2019. January 2019, and I decided to pull it out when Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy and Kim from the Crafty Nomad decided to do their It's a Wrap Mal. I had pulled out some, I organized my whips this past fall, and I kept the ones I wanted to complete and got rid of the ones that, you know, I had no intentions on completing. It didn't bring me any joy. So when they announced their make-along, I was like, well, this is the perfect time to get those whips finished. So that's my goal. I'm going to join them all year long and just get these whips finished up, these old ones, these old languishing ones. And this one is my oldest, to my knowledge. This is my Tree of Life. And down here is the trees, and then you got this center section with the flowers, and I'm on the third section with the trees. So this is where I was the last time I showed you guys, so I made quite a bit of progress. And this was just all last night. I didn't pull it out last week or at all this week. So last night we was binge watching some Netflix because we had some extra time, and yeah, so I got quite a bit of progress. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have these rows with front post, back post, counting, and watching Netflix, it's actually quite a bit. So that's that. The pattern is from lionbrand.com. I'll be sure to link it down below. It's a Tree of Life. It's a free pattern. Don't mind my written over copy, because when I started this, my daughter was 4. But this is the Tree of Life. It's done in a off-white color. And then the yarn I'm using is Pound of Love in Claret. And this is a 4 medium, 100% premium acrylic. And there's 1,020 yards. So that's whip number 1. The next whip that I pulled out yesterday as well too is the Pineapple Afghan that Christy's doing. You make 12 squares, about 1 a month, and in December you attach them, and then you'll have a completed blanket. So I'm trying to stay caught up with 1 block a month. I would like to get like 1 block ahead so I can spend December just kind of putting it together. But now I have 2 blocks. So very exciting. Once you get your first block made, you know what the pattern is trying to do. It gets easier, especially at the further out you go. You kind of understand what's happening. It's very pretty. I got to block these, which I'll do once I get more. I don't know if I'll wait till the end to block them, or if I'll just block them maybe halfway or so. But I have 2. I have 2 of these buddies done. Yes. The pattern is a free pattern by Judy Teague Treese. It's the Pineapple Afghan. And I think the last time I showed you guys that was a couple weeks ago. I had half the second block done, but now I got 2 full blocks done. So I'm very excited. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but I did. I made it for December. Or December? February. Let's not go back. Let's not go back. So, the next whip I have has a story. So, Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy and I are doing a make-along called Luck of the Gnome. We seem to be on this gnome kick. And she made a gnome towel holder, and I'm making a gnome. You can participate. You can make you don't have to make a gnome. You can make anything St. Patrick's Day themed. And enter it into hers or my Facebook group. But me and her made gnomes. I wanted to have it done for when we started the make-along, but I didn't. I had a lot on my plate at the time, and I think I still kind of do. But I showed you guys the last time my gnome. I'm doing the Scandinavian gnome. I don't have a printout form of it, but I'll be sure to link it down below. By One Dog Wolf. So this is all I have so far. And you may be thinking, well, that's the same thing you showed us the last time. Because it is. Let me tell you what happened. So Sunday night, I was like, oh, I'm going to work on my Scandinavian gnome. And I had it in I have one of those 3-tier cards from Michaels. And I had it on the bottom along with my yarn I was using for my avocados I showed you guys last week. It's actually the same green yarn. And the ball had fallen out. I put the piece I was working on a little table in front of me. I'd taken out the stitch marker and picked up the skein yarn that fell onto the floor, and it had the string hanging out of it. And then I always wind it up and so I could put it back. Well, I started winding, and I was watching Outlander. I know I was watching Outlander. I'm winding, and I was watching. It was a really good part. Watching, winding. This is a really long string of yarn here. Here, I was tearing out my St. Patrick's Day themed gnome. I ripped it out like halfway before I realized. So mad. So I just tore the rest of it out. Couldn't figure out where I was. I was very, very mad. So I tore the whole thing out. And I started over. But I'm finally caught back up to where I was, which this is his body. Not much to see here. Not much. It will get done. It was in timeout the rest of the week. I think Friday night I picked it back up, and I was like, well, I suppose I'll work on you again. But yeah, I was in timeout the rest of the week. Yep. So the yarn I'm using for that is Red Heart Soft in Dark Leaf. And then I'll be adding some white. This one has legs, so I'll be adding some white for the legs. And I forgot to tell you guys, the yarn I'm using for the Pineapple Afghan is also Red Heart Soft in Charcoal. This is the bigger skeins of the Red Heart Soft. I didn't buy enough at the time when I was picking out the yarn for the Pineapple Afghan. I only bought 2 big skeins of it, and you need like 2,900 yards. And anytime I place an order on Michaels, it's sold out of even the little skeins, the regular size skeins. And I went over the mountain yesterday, and I was going to pick up some more, and they didn't have it. So I was thinking about putting in a different color for some of the squares, but the town that I bought this in is about an hour and 15 minutes away. I plan on going there sometime in May for an appointment. So I'm going to hold out and see if they have some more down there. But anyways, back to Luck of the Gnome. So yes, make anything St. Patrick's Day themed, anything fiber related, and enter it either at her post or my post on Facebook, and you have a chance to win from me 1 cupcake of Peas and Carrots by Lamb Brand and one of my stitch markers. And excuse me, this is a 3 lights, 590 yards, 100% acrylic. I thought it was very fitting for St. Patrick's Day. I realized also I don't have a whole lot of just green yarn. I may have to change that. Okay. The other whip I have is this corner to corner, little corner. Not much to see, but that's okay. You may recognize this yarn. I was using it for a striped blankets, which you'll see in the finished object section. So I have another one going. I'm going to do the same concept, this terracotta rose color stripe, a white stripe, and another terracotta rose color. So on and so forth to finish up the yarn. The yarn I'm using for that is Bernat Baby Velvet in terracotta rose and Bernat Velvet in white. This is labeled as a 5 bulky, and I've said this before, and this is labeled as a 4. I was on the fence of what I had an issue with the other blanket I said about, which I'll get more into detail when I show you guys that. But this is one, it's just a corner to corner. That is what I'm using, and I believe I decided to go with an eye hook. I was on the fence of what hook to use because they are 2 different weights, which is not noticeable upon looking at it. But when I'm working on it, I could notice a little difference. So I'm hoping it works out. I was talking to my Yarny friends about it, and they've gave me some advice. I decided to just, I believe, I have it written down. I went with an eye hook. I think it's going to work. We shall see. Anyway, that's all the whips I've been working on. Yes. So, have you guys noticed that I do not have a whip amigurumi besides the gnome? My Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 is complete. Yes. Let me show you guys. My daughter's excited. She hasn't even seen them yet. I gave him a little cowl too. So this is my polar bear. I'm going to let my daughter name him because she names all her stuffed animals. So, yes. Not 100% happy with it, but it'll do. I definitely will not use this yarn again for a project. The pattern was pretty good. My friend Deb made it, and I think her and I had some issues with the legs. I did not like the legs. My legs turned out to be different sizes. And I followed the pattern. So I don't know how and I made them in one sitting, all 4 legs. How did my legs come out different sizes? Well, she made a front right, front left, back right, back left. So I think, I mean, there was a difference in the pattern, but for each leg, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I was using this yarn and I was just going by feeling. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably a me mistake. So be it, but I'm not using this yarn again. I kind of wish I just would have held 2 strands of white yarn together for this guy. This is Peppermint the Polar Bear. This is by Crystallized Designs. This is found on Ravelry. I'll be sure to link it down below. It is a pay-for pattern. So yeah, he is still cute though. I think, I don't know, maybe his ears, I don't know, something, I don't know. I'm just being my own worst critic. I know he's cute. I know my daughter's going to love him. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. It's just me critiquing my work. And this is why I'm doing the challenge, Attack of the Amigurumi 2021, is to better perfect my amigurumi skills. And one thing I learned during this month is not to use Pipsqueak yarn. No, never again. So yes, for him, I use Pipsqueak yarn in Whitey White. I have 1 full skein left over, so you guys may see it in the giveaway sometime in the future. I used 2 full skeins, and then I think I had left was 1 more leg and a tail to finish up. So instead of using both skeins, because I held 2 strands together, instead of using both skeins, I just grabbed the yarn from the outside and the inside. So you guys will probably see this in the giveaway in the future, because I'm done with it. I am done with the Pipsqueak yarn. He is super soft, don't get me wrong. And, you know, my daughter is going to love him. But to make an amigurumi, no. Not doing that again. So, and for the cow, I used, and I found it in my stash on the top shelf. I thought it was perfect because my daughter loves colors. Bernat Baby, my label's a little crinkled. In Pajama Party. It is a light 3 yarn, 100% acrylic, and it's got these really pretty pinks and blues and yellows. My daughter loves colors. I mean, you ask her what her favorite color is, and she starts rattling off a whole bunch of colors. So I told her that her polar bear was done. She hasn't seen him yet. And so once I'm done recording this, I'm going to go ahead and give that to her. And she's very excited about it. So yeah. And so now that today's actually the last, and yesterday was National Polar Bear Day, apparently, February 27th. My friend Deb, who's one of my Yarny friends, was telling me, or sent a message to our little group, that yesterday was National Polar Bear Day. Imagine that. So anyways, so today's the last day. If you haven't entered the challenge, go ahead and head over to my Facebook group. Get a polar bear made. You have until tonight. I will go on Facebook tomorrow to announce the winner of the person that's going to get these 2 skeins of Red Heart with Love with my stitch marker and Delightful. So I will announce those winners tomorrow. So you have tonight to get your polar bears entered. If you enter the challenge every single month, January through December, you will be entered into a grand prize drawing. And that prize hasn't been announced yet because I don't even know what it is. But you have a chance to get an amazing prize at the end if you enter all 12 months. All 12 months must be entered. So if you enter January and haven't entered February yet, get that polar bear made today. So, all right. So since today's the end of February, that means we get to announce March. Now, I'm doing March a little bit differently, and because January we had unicorns, and February we had polar bears. March is going to be household pets. You can make anything that could be a pet in a house. So that can be, I mean, there's some pretty crazy pets out there, right? You can do cat, dog, snake, bird, iguana, hamster, fish. I mean, if it could be a household pet, make it and enter it. So this month I'm going to do a cat. I have 2 cats my own self. And so I saw this pattern on Ella from No Catchy Name did it. Mr. Purrs-a-Lot. This is found on Etsy. It's a paper pattern. Let me see if I can find a name. I just printed it out yesterday, but I didn't write it down. I didn't write down what the shop name. Oh, Chronically Crocheting. Yes, Chronically Crocheting. And the pattern is on Etsy. So, I'll be sure to link that down below. But this is going to, I'm hoping, since I have everything that I need to make it, I can get a head start on it. Maybe I can make more than one. So maybe I can make a cat and a dog or something. I can make more than just one this month. That's hopefully the goal. I have a lot of things that I want to do. So the yarn I'm going to use for the cat, it calls for a bulky yarn for the body. And I'm going to use this Premier Puzzle in Crossword. So I'm going to use that for the cat this month. And if you make and enter your household pet, you're also going to have a chance to win a skein of puzzle and crossword as well with one of my stitch markers. So that's next month's giveaway. I'm very excited about this one. Now the pattern calls for 30mm safety eyes. I think I'm just going to crochet eyes because those are very large eyes. I think that's what Ella did too as well, I believe. So I think that's what I'm going to do is just crochet them because it'll turn out fine. So I have one more finished item. I'm not the happiest with it. I'm going to keep it for myself, simply because I can't. I had a friend that was going to purchase this blanket. Ooh. This large striped blanket I've showed you guys quite a few times now. I'm 5'7", and there's touching the floor. So very, very nice and cozy. It's very soft. Love it, love it, love it. So many things wrong with this. And you know, us as crocheters, when I sell somebody something, I can't sell them something like this. So that's why I started the corner to corner one. Because I feel like this stitch was too loose, not the right size hook. So with the terracotta rose, I got these little loopies, okay? And they're all just the terracotta rose. The white didn't do that. So I think because this is why I was contemplating what hook size I should use. The hook's too big for this terracotta rose. The stitch is too open. It's giving the yarn too much room to just move around. But I used a K hook, but it was just right for the white. So with the difference of the two yarns, one being a 5, one being a 4, that's the issue I didn't know I'd run into. This is the second time I used a yarn like this. I used a Premier velvet yarn before, and I had no issues with it, but I just did a double crochet back and forth on that. So didn't know I'd run into this issue until I was too far in. So I'm going to keep it for myself. And the other problem is I worked on this when I was doing knit night with my girls. And so there's laughing, there's talking, storytelling and stuff like that happening. Not paying a bit of attention, just crocheting along, talking, giggling. Here's my stitch marker from when I was last time. So I got quite a bit done. So my top is drastically longer or wider than my bottom. And it all matches up when you fold it in half until this last stripe of terracotta rose. I think I added on, it's like this much difference. Like, it's significantly, it's not just a little bit, it's very significantly different. And I think I added on some V-stitches. This is what this is just a V-stitch blanket. And I think I just added on some V-stitches. It happens. I'm not perfect. Am I going to go back? I'm not going to sell it anyways. I was going to keep it for myself. I knew that. Am I going to go back and fix it? No. Because it's still pretty awesome. It's so soft. This is great. My daughter likes having movie nights on Saturdays. At least until the weather gets nice out again. So this is going to be our snuggle movie night blanket. And I'm okay with it. I initially wanted to keep this for myself. until the lady told me she wanted to buy it from me. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. You know, I'll make myself a different one. I have enough yarn to make another. But I'm going to keep this one for myself. I like it. It's nice and cozy and warm. And my daughter loves it too. So, yes, this is going to go into my living room. Or it might hang up on my little blanket ladder back here. I'm not sure. But, yes, I have blankets that my mom has made me. But I don't have any blankets around here that I made. And so, now I have one. I need to change that. My daughter has a couple blankets that I made her. But, I don't have any sitting around. They're the ones I made her all in her room. So I don't have any sitting around for, you know, anybody to use when they're here. Okay. So that's basically all I've been working on this week. Yeah. Now, I did get some happy mail, but I don't want to go over one more thing with you guys too. I announced in my last video how happy I've been since doing these YouTube podcasts and the amazing people that I've met along the way. And Ella from No Catching Name had shouted me out, gotten tons of new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. Tons of great comments in that the last few videos. I'm doing a giveaway to pass on the good vibes. And I was going to draw it today, but I think I'm going to hold on one more week. So if you haven't checked it out, check out episode number 30. There is a giveaway in there for 2 skeins of worsted 8 yarn from Hirschner's in the color Beach Glass. It's a 4 medium, 100% acrylic. 489 yards, 2 skeins, and one of my stitch markers. So check out that last video. I'll do, because I didn't say when I was going to draw the winner in that video, I noticed after I had already finished the video. So I'm going to do the winner next week. And one more thing. I got some happy mail. I got some happy mail in the mail. And so this is from my friend Lori. And her and I are going to do an exchange. She made me a bag, which I haven't looked at yet. And exchange, she wants some of my stitch markers, which just made me giddy because I'm like, she actually wants one of my stitch markers? Well, I'm going to make her a bunch of stitch markers, not just one. But I didn't get hers to her yet because I had to go over the mountain yesterday to get, I ran out of lobster, the clasps. I had to go over the mountain yesterday and get some of those. And so those will be made this week. And she's perfectly okay with waiting. So we're going to get that done. But she sent me my bag in the meantime. Very excited. I haven't seen it yet. And I told her to surprise me. And oh my gosh, I can't wait. I love her bags. I have another one of her bags. I just love it. I use it for the ornaments I make the girls. I still use. You guys don't see it. So let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Guys. I can't express how much I love this. Look how absolutely gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness. Guys, I am speechless. I am absolutely speechless. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Red zipper, gray bottom, handle. Yes. This print I'm in love with. I absolutely love this. Oh. And she put something inside. Oh my gosh. She sent me a hank of knit picks. Precosa Fingering Tonal in Stormy. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm all about the gray. Like, gray is my jam. 100% merino wool, 437 yards. Oh my goodness, gray is my jam. I love gray. And red, I love dark red too. Like, I love red as an accent to gray. Look how perfect this is for me. It's like she went inside my brain and is like, I'm going to get this. And she nailed it. Nailed it. Oh my gosh. And there's a pocket inside. And there's a card. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope you enjoy this project bag made just for you. It's, Lori, you have no idea how much. She put one of her little tags in there. It's gray on the inside with a pocket that matches. Guys, I can't, and it's nice and thick. Oh my gosh. I already know I'm going to put in it. I already know I'm going to put in it. Oh my gosh, I'm going to use this right away. Thank you so much, Lori. I absolutely love this. This is perfect. This screams Stephanie. Like, this is me. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this. Absolutely gorgeous. Just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So, that's all I have to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed what I had to share. Hopefully you find some sort of inspiration from what I had to share with you guys. Thank you for the amazing comments. Thank you to any new subscribers, any returning subscribers, for all the support you guys give me. You guys are the reason why I do this. I love reading the comments. And thank you for those that are participating in the challenges. Me and Christy have a lot planned this year, and I have some things for my own self planned. And I'm enjoying seeing everybody's makes. So keep sharing. And until next week, keep that yarn running through those fingers, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.